Hello and welcome to K&K Play D&D. This is episode number 5 of the Keep Rock arc.
And you're the first K.
And I'm the first K of K&K Play D&D, the Keith.
And I'm the second K, Karin.
And today's episode is brought to you by Sleepy Karin.
Let's get the dice rolling. Previously on K&K Play D&D, guess who was supposed to be dead but decided that she was an avatar or whatever? You guessed it, that's Iana. She's back with us, saving lives and charming Tarur and all of that. At least we're all safe and we'll be heading back to Keep Rock soon. In the meantime, we left the other 3 behind to wallow in their anxiety as they wait to find out what happened to us.
It is morning now.
Okay.
You 3 decided to stay at the tavern or at your inn, in your rooms, and sleep as best you could. It's morning. The others are still asleep. You have woken up before them.
All right.
The sun has only just begun to rise. And as you yourself sit up and you start your morning routine as quietly as you can, Runt is snoring like a hive of bees. You notice the marble Jot gave you.
Yeah.
The blue is brighter. The greens seem to sparkle. And as you look at it, patterns shift like leaves on a breeze.
Okay. So I have a decision to make here about whether or not I'm gonna put this in my mouth.
Yeah, it's kind of odd, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, it's, yes. Anything else? Do I notice anything else about it?
No, it does feel like it's calling to you.
I am curious, and I don't put as much stock in the dreams as the others do. This feels a little more concrete than that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what? Screw it. The worst that can happen is that I have a rock in my mouth for a little bit, and nobody has to know that but me.
True. So you just pop right in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just pop it right in.
Exactly 5 seconds later, you're about to spit it out because nothing's happened when the room is gone. You see yourself, are standing in a forest that you know. It's evening, by the way, in this forest. The sun is painting the western sky with reds and oranges and splashes of purple. To the east, you can just make out the walls of the keep, where the Allied forces have been garrisoned this time round.
Right, okay.
You can see the town not too far off beyond there. You can hear the pennants of the different factions in the wind. So that's where you are.
All right.
The branches overhead rustle, and a familiar figure drops down, a bow in hand and wings curling against her back. About time you got here.
Didn't realize we were in such a hurry.
I've been waiting hours for you.
Well, apologies.
Where have you been?
I don't know.
Yeah, sure, You said you'd be here sooner.
I'm sorry.
This is important. I told you that.
I know, it's important.
I'm sure you wouldn't have stood up that paladin girl.
That depends on what she asked me to do.
Last breath folds her arms, glowering at you. Fine. Let's go. She shakes her head, just dismissing all the thoughts that were in her mind, percolating at what just happened. And she leads you deeper into the forest, down a trail that you've been down 100 times before. You go for quite a while, quite a ways from the keep, her wings twitching every now and then, a soft rustle. But she knows where she's going, even if you don't know the end spot. At one point, the trail rounds a large boulder, sticking out from the side of a steep, steep hill. It's moss covered and there are ferns growing around it. And as you come around, in the hollow of that hill, you see a small camp has been set up. A very discreetly placed fire, a couple bags,
Yeah, okay.
supplies, the travelers are there.
Yeah.
And there's a human boy, somewhere between, for you to guess, somewhere between the ages of 6 and 14.
Yeah, I'm not good with ages with kids.
No,
Not
no.
really my thing.
No. But he watches the two of you pass with very wary brown eyes, one hand kind of creeping to a weapon.
Yeah,
But-
he better not try that.
But other than that, he just sits there watching.
Okay.
You continue on, and less than 10 feet later, from the other side of the trail, a bronze dragonborn man emerges, his longbow at the ready and notched.
Do I recognize this bronze dragonborn?
It's Tarur.
Right, but do I know that in the memory?
No.
Okay.
You know that as you now, but in
Right.
the memory, this is the first time you've seen him. And he is glaring at you. And he would let that arrow loose if you so did one thing out of step.
Okay.
However, the tiefling girl in front of you, tiefling woman in front of you, she greets him with familiarity. You boys doing okay?
We're fine. Who's your friend?
Just nowheres. My brother, of sorts. Big doofus.
Right.
You sure you just want to camp all the way out here like this? I mean, we could find you spaces in the keep. Give you with tieflings. It's all good.
I don't really have a clan.
So, you could join our faction.
Not really looking to join anything right now, thanks.
Okay. Well, I'm taking this big oaf on a secret mission. She winks at Tar. Want to tag along?
What kind of secret mission?
She leans towards Tara. I can't really say in front of him because he doesn't know. But you want to come?
What's in it for me?
Laughing at him?
I don't know him. There's no joy in laughing at somebody I don't know.
Keeping me company?
I can tell that strikes a deeper chord with this dragonborn than the other things she mentioned, which I'm grateful for. He seems nice. But if I'm honest, Last Breath doesn't really need somebody with her. I mean, I'm with her.
True. But she might be wanting the company when you're doing your secret thing. Whatever your secret thing is. Whatever she's called you out here for.
I mean, she never mentioned anything about me, like, not being in the same space as her, so I'm a little confused, but,
You'd be okay without me, son?
The boy nods.
How long will this take?
Shouldn't take too long.
Define that.
Less than an hour? She shrugs.
I could spare less than an hour.
Woohoo! Let's go traipsing! And she skips a couple paces ahead.
yeah, it's a nice day.
Yeah.
Nice, forest.
Yep.
So as you two have this scintillating conversation, the sun has dipped further on the horizon when Last Breath finally brings you into another hollow, but this one with a big old oak in the center.
Huh, okay.
The roots cover the forest floor with a mass of earth-breaking knots weaving all around, spreading from the massive trunk. Above, a breeze whistles through the leaves. And just to the left of the tree, there's an elf woman with perfect alabaster skin, long golden hair that flows in an unfelt wind. She's watching the three of you with clear, sky-blue eyes, and upon seeing Last Breath, a small smile begins to turn the corners of her mouth up. I brought him.
You brought me out here to meet an elf. Great. Is this another one of my secret admirers?
Last Breath looks at you, her wings fluttering a bit. Nowheres. This is Silo. She wanted to meet you. And, lady, if you try anything funny, I'll cut you down so quick, and Tarur here will help me on it.
I never said anything about that. I just said I was keeping you company.
Last Breath unslings her bow, emphasizing what she just said.
Last Breath, can I talk to you for a minute over here?
What?
I told you to stop bringing me to strange women. I told you to stop bringing them to me, and I told you to stop bringing me to them. I'm not interested.
This one's different.
Oh yeah, what makes her different then?
Tarur, you've walked all over these forests, right?
I'm not part of this, I promise.
No, Tarur, answer me question.
Yeah, I've been all over the forest. What?
Is this oak from this forest?
You could go through the forest 1,000 times and still find things that you missed the first time through. I'm not gonna say.
Listen, is she like a friend of yours or something? Like, where'd you meet her? Did you meet her at the pub? Were you in town? Like, just let her down easy. Like, I'm not interested.
I met her in the forest.
Even better, she's stalking us. All right, let's just find a way. I'll shake her hand and then let's go.
At this time, the woman, still standing where she was, away from you. I understand your concerns, Nowheres, and your air of protection, Last Breath. He is dear to you, and you don't want harm to come to him or to lose him.
Wait. Who said anything about losing me? What did you tell this woman?
Only that I knew you. And I could bring you to her because she says it's complicated. Listen to her, okay?
Okay, I tell you, when we get back to the keep, you and I are having a long conversation over an ale. Okay, what's this woman's name again?
Silo.
Right. Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to check in on some things with my officer here. Hi. I'm Nowheres.
And I am Silo.
Right. Nice to meet you. What brings you to these parts?
She turns her gaze fully on you, Nowheres, focusing only at you now.
Mm-hmm.
With those blue eyes as deep and as fathomless as the sky, as ageless as the stars, and as untamed as the harshest of wildernesses. Nowheres, I come to you with an offer, a choice, if you will.
Okay.
The land that I call my home is in danger. A menace threatens to take it and destroy all that I hold dear. I need a champion to come to my home for me and cleanse it. I have come to you, Nowheres. I have heard of this tiefling soldier who routs his foe with sword and morning star and magic, inspiring all those around him. his officers and his fellow soldiers alike. So much so that the Horde has offered a hefty price for your horns. You have become known throughout your world as the one the orcs cannot beat. Your tiefling force has done much for your kind and for your alliance here. So much that they have begun to change the view of your kind, especially among those who fight beside you. You have become Nowheres the Indomitable. And I ask you, Nowheres, will you come to my aid and protect my home from who would fill it with beings worse than this horde you face?
Hold up, you're asking me if I want to leave here and go where exactly?
To my home.
Which is
Another world.
right. See, here's the thing. We're kind of in the middle of a war here. You yourself mentioned that I'm a soldier.
And a war worse than this is threatening to break out on my world.
Then surely if there is a war worse than this, there are champions greater.
That is why I come to you.
I am not a great champion. I'm a soldier who's doing his job with the people who need me.
And you think the innocents of my world do not need you? Well, as I said earlier, this is a choice. If you do choose to say no, I will find someone else who will say yes.
Well, I think that's going to be your option. Yeah.
Perhaps last breath. Would you care to be my champion?
Now,
I
hold
have
on
laid
now.
everything out as well, and you have heard it.
Now hold on. Last breath is my sister and my comrade. She's from my division. We come as a unit. She's not going anywhere.
Will you take her stead?
This isn't an either or, lady.
I can approach glory or honor.
Why do you need one of us at all? Find somebody from your own world.
Because I have come to give you the choice, Nowheres the Indomitable.
Why? What? I don't... Okay. Listen, last breath. This one's a real good one.
Yeah. But, I don't know, I'd take her up on it. Save a world. That'd be fun.
No, that's cute. Last breath. Listen to the woman. She's delusional. Besides, look around you. The Horde is on our borders. You think I'm gonna just leave my people to go take care of your mess when I don't even know who you are?
She says something worse than the Horde is plaguing her place.
Right, but the Horde is plaguing my place.
The Horde will be here when you return, Nowheres.
Oh, great. Yeah, no, that makes me feel better. How many more people are gonna die in the meantime?
You also would not be facing these trials alone. Each of the Pantheon will choose champions to go along with you. Those who will help and uphold you through these endeavors.
Hold up. Did she just say Pantheon?
Yeah.
Okay, she doesn't look like any god I'm familiar with. Just saying.
I am not a deity you would be familiar with.
Well, okay, that answers that question then, doesn't it?
I am a god of war, the goddess of peace, god of fertility, goddess of virtue.
And I am my great aunt Sue. It was really nice meeting you. Let's just go.
Nowheres. If she really is a god,
Then she'd prove it, wouldn't she?
what would prove divinity to you, Nowheres?
I mean, do something godlike. I mean, come on. I have a little bit of magic myself. I know how to make things look fancy myself. Let's go.
Yeah, sure.
It was a pleasure making your acquaintance. I hope that I hope that everything turns out okay.
Silo nods, and the three of you walk out of the hollow,
Yeah.
back into the hollow in front of her.
Okay. Okay. That's a nice trick.
She doesn't even smile.
That's a good trick. That's a real nice trick. We're leaving.
She nods again,
Let's go.
and you walk back into the hollow. It is now midday.
I kind of have to get back to my kid. It's like lunchtime.
Tarur, you're really good with the forest and all that, right?
I mean, yeah, like I've had some experience in it.
Take a look up at the sky. With your perception.
That's a 16.
You've already seen that sky. You've already seen those cloud patterns. It's earlier in the day than when you first walked into that hollow.
So I don't want to like alarm you or anything, but either we are losing time or we are gaining time.
What do you mean by that?
I just mean look up. It's not lunchtime.
Oh. Last breath looks up. I remember that cloud.
How do you remember clouds? Who looks at clouds long enough to remember them? Okay, listen, I don't know what kind of tricks you're pulling, but it's not funny. It's not amusing. And I would like to go now.
Do I look like one who is amused? Nowheres.
I think you're doing this because you're upset I didn't take you up on your little offer, which had absolutely nothing in it for me. So, I'm gonna go.
You want something for you. Very well. Through the trials you will face on my world, I will make you stronger, and I will equip you to do everything you are needed to do there. And everything you gain there, you will bring back here, and they will be at your disposal against the Horde. The bonds you forge with those who will be with you will be made stronger. And what they learn and gain there, they will bring back here as well to use against the Horde. You are a fighter. You are a man of sword and magic. Very well. You will get better swords, better magics. You will get stronger. You will get faster. You will become more powerful to protect your people.
You're making the massive assumption that he doesn't die, but I see your point.
Yeah, no, that is a good point. You're making the massive assumption that I don't die.
I will make sure that you do not. I have an agent I will have trailing you to make sure that will not happen to you. They will be...
Oh, great, an agent. Yeah, no, that makes me feel much
They will
better.
be endowed with more of my essence than I have given to any one of my avatars before. Because my time there is drawing nigh.
Yeah, doom and destruction. This sounds like the sort of party I want in on. Last breath.
Nowheres?
Can we go?
If you go, I want to take her.
Last breath, don't be...
You said it yourself. We have to protect people.
Our people, yeah. People who are in danger right now.
So here is a god coming to us, asking for help.
She does a little magic trick and you're positive she's a god? I know wizards who can do stuff like this.
The roots of the tree begin to move, bringing Silo closer. She's not walking, the roots are bringing her to you.
Okay, so maybe she's not a wizard, she's a druid.
And her form begins to shift, losing elven qualities, gaining horns and a tail, skin becoming a dusky purple, eyes blazing red, like the hellfires below.
Great, so she has a transformation magic. You remember Paul? Paul had transformation magic. You remember him, right?
Wasn't as good as that.
No, obviously the ladies have more training.
Nowheres.
Yeah.
Do you remember the fight where Honor lost his horn?
I don't think I could forget it. Why?
I am also the god of vengeance. And you can have revenge on the one who did it. That person is on my world now, serving the powers that threaten
How did he get there?
through a hell gate.
Last breath.
Yeah.
How long has he been there?
He has been there for less than 1 year here.
I thought the Horde transferred him to the northern front.
Officially, they did. But he has struck a deal for more power
That's all that bastard needs.
and for a throne on my world
What do you-
when they take it over.
What do you mean a throne?
A kingdom.
Do you have anything that can prove that? Do you have anything that can prove that?
She puts her hands together, fingers touching the wrists, and slowly pulls them apart. And there is a swirl of cloud between her hands, and it slowly reforms and forms into Jolg. Honor's horn hanging from his neck.
Alright, fine, you can make a little figurine. Prove to me he's where you say he is.
The image expands, showing a well-constructed city that you have never seen before, built over a two-forked river, set next to a hill with a keep built out of it, and a tower of rock in the middle that looks like temples have been carved from it. This is the city of Keep Rock.
You have my attention. Tell me more.
And so she begins to tell you of Jolg and what he is doing in her world, the slave trades, and the forces he is gathering, and the funds and monies and golds he is bringing back to his employer. What he is doing to cause strife and chaos across the lands. Finding relics that would give more power to the one who brought him there, and the one who is trying to open a larger Hellgate to bring the hordes and forces of the Hells to Silo's world. And she tells you of two people who work for her who will be helping you. She names one of them. She does not name the other, but allows you to know that the other is following you and will help out if things become dire.
Who does she name?
Iana,
Okay.
a ranger, an elven ranger.
Okay.
And she will equip you and she will supply you as you travel her lands, making you stronger. Because as you are right now, you would not fare well against the enemies plaguing her lands, but she has promised to make you stronger. And time sets back to where you first entered the Hollow.
And when I leave, I discover that I have made an agreement.
Yes. And if you go back to the Hollow, it is gone. The forest trail continues on as it always had. Frankie and Tarur,
Yeah.
you've just, dealt with a bunch of shenanigans there, saving Johannes and the were-tiger Cal. You
Yeah.
struck a deal with Sal,
Mm-hmm.
and Iana took Sal and Belkir away.
Yeah, weird to see her again.
Yeah. And from the cave where Johannes and Cal were, a dwarven man appears. Walking towards you. He's got a thick, curly red beard. It looks very, very meticulously groomed.
Mm-hmm.
He's wearing fine robes of soft linen edged with golden thread and heavy gold chains around his neck.
Okay. Who is this guy?
Well, you're not sure, but he's walking towards you with purpose, exuding an air of command, like he's used to people currying his favor, doing whatever he says.
So he probably owns a mine that this cave is the entrance to and we disturbed him. That's my guess.
Probably. And he comes to stand a few steps away from your group, glittering sage green eyes, taking everyone in an instant. Good morning, Frankie and Tarur. And also you, Cal. His gaze momentarily softens as he looks at Johannes. Johannes, I'm glad to see you well. Johannes bows to this man,
Okay.
like instantly dropping to deference to this man.
Okay. So Johannes recognizes him.
Oh yes. Your mornings have unexpected adventures, I note. Tell me about it. Who or what happened? Were they that were here?
Well, I sort of feel like it's not really my story.
Sir, some of them were, they were hired to, hunt down, Cal here. Others were searching for me. And then, Frankie and Tarur, well, they helped. And, yes. I see. And Frankie, why are you here?
To find Tarur?
And Tarur, why are you here?
Because I was kidnapped. I mean, do you call it kidnapped if it's a grown man? I guess abducted. I was taken, I guess.
And which group took you? The one going after Johannes or the one going after Cal?
Oh, yeah, no, they didn't know anything about Johannes. They were definitely after Cal, but they're gone now. It's fine.
Yes.
I mean, sort of. Yeah. No, we didn't finish paying Sal.
That's what you're concerned about? Really, honestly?
And well, yes.
Tarur, sweetie, don't worry about it. You can pay her back if you ever see her again.
But what if I don't have the cash?
Then don't make eye contact. It's simple. Just, we're having a conversation over here. Let's maybe not be rude.
The dwarf man rests a hand against Johannes's arm, which causes him to flinch momentarily. He wasn't expecting it. They found you so soon after Deska.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Did I tell Frankie about Deska? I don't remember.
No, you have not.
What about Deska? What is this about Deska?
No, they can tell you.
Frankie, Deska has been destroyed.
As in the city?
Yes,
Destroyed.
destroyed.
By what?
Alasanskot.
Oh, you mean the dragon thing.
The dragon thing. Yes, that is an apt way to put it.
Oh, Johannes. Oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Yes, Frankie. I'm well. I'm well, but
No, I see that. You look awful. No, I should have noticed. How? What happened?
well, the dragon came and it destroyed it.
Why?
It was after the scales.
You mean the ones that we went into the kobold hold to get?
Yes.
Why would he want a
Now, Tarur, honey, you remember what Nowhere's said when Nowhere's had that theory, right? That, like, worst case scenario, the dragon would take the scales and, like, take over commerce, like, in a region, and through economic gains, make themselves a political threat?
Wow, that's smart. Nowhere's said that?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yes, that was part of its plan. It would also use the scales to make enough gold to buy more troops, more units that it could use to destroy Patchwork.
Okay, I'm starting to put two and two together.
But the scales got out safely. So it didn't fall into the dragon's hands.
No,
So-
I'm glad to hear that, because that would have been, like, a slap in the face to our good work.
Exactly. The scales are safe. I am glad to hear that. Very glad. Though I must say, Tarur, it is surprising to see you here.
Well, as I say, kind of abducted.
Yes, you were captured, and you turned against them. You said no to them.
I mean, should I have said yes?
No?
Well, there you have it.
Good for you.
Why is he saying this like it's surprising?
Maybe he just doesn't know you, sweetie.
No, I do not know Tarur so well.
Yeah, well, no, he's an upstanding guy. He's fine.
That I am seeing. I am glad. And Frankie, I am glad you are here as well.
Yeah, no, thrilled to be here. Always love being here on these sorts of circumstances.
I must say, Frankie, a simple thank you is not enough for you to protect Johannes.
I didn't do much. It was mostly Tarur.
But you came.
I was coming for Tarur.
Indeed, but you also protected Johannes while you were here looking for Tarur.
Right, no, you said that a thank you wasn't enough. What did you have in mind?
He reaches into a pocket of his robes and draws out a deck of cards. There are 13 cards in this deck.
Okay,
They are imbued with magical properties.
great, magic cards.
You draw one and something will happen.
Something.
There are good things and they are bad. It is up to chance or balance. And to you, Frankie, my dear Frankie, I will let you draw from this deck and have what it does. But first, I would like to hire you for a job.
Oh, you want to hire me?
Yes.
Oh, interesting. This is very strange.
Johannes, if you will, we must have it in writing.
I never said I was going to do it.
I will tell you as Johannes gets his supplies.
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll go do that. And Johannes goes to the cave to get his pens and paper.
Are you okay? I mean, this is kind of weird.
Tara, honey, he's hardly the strangest client that I've ever had. I'll be all right.
I would say the orcs may have been the strangest client you had, but
No, I mean, they paid really well.
Wait, you
not the full amount.
you worked for orcs?
Yeah, no, the one time that I tried to kill Knowers. I told you about this.
Right. No, I don't remember that yet. So
Let's
Yeah,
see-
no, it's fine. You'll remember eventually. It's
Let's
fine.
see how well it has worked for you.
Yeah, no, it's worked great.
All right, I will tell you the job. And Johannes is rushing back, clutching stuff to his chest. I need you, Frankie, to protect Nowheres. I need you to protect him from what he cannot protect himself from.
You want me to protect Nowheres?
Yes?
You do realize the guy is built like an armadillo or something. Like, it would take a lot to get to him.
Yes.
And you do realize that I failed to kill him.
You chose not to.
Okay, yeah, no, that's a good distinction.
You also know how best to kill someone. You also know how best to kill someone such as he. And so therefore you would be able to protect him from those who would be scent of your trade.
You're saying that Nowheres is in danger.
Yes. Nowheres needs you to protect him.
Oh.
From those he cannot engage himself.
Okay, that's very interesting.
hold up, he just said that there's a hit on one of our friends, and you said, "Oh, that's very interesting."
It is interesting, Tarur.
It's not interesting. It's terrifying.
It's maybe terrifying if you're not used to it, but it's fine. This is my job.
Each of you were brought to Patchwork for reasons. And Frankie, I am hiring you for your reason.
You want me to protect Nowheres?
I want you to protect Nowheres.
Interesting.
I mean, if you're looking for like a bodyguard, I feel like Anna would make a better choice.
That is not how he needs protecting, Tarur.
No, he's not talking about people who fight fair, darling. He's talking about people like me.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a good point.
Johannes will draw up the contract.
Well, what's the pay?
My cards.
So I get a thank you card and a payment card?
And then you can draw one for Nowheres.
Why does Nowheres need one?
Because I made a contract with a builder,
Oh,
and my payment is Nowheres having a card.
okay. I like where this is going.
You do? Because I feel awfully confused.
Tarur, honey, it's not your job. It's fine.
I could hire you for a job as well.
No, I'm good. I'm good. But thanks for the consideration.
Very well. Frankie, do you accept?
Hold up, Frankie, he said there were bad things on those cards as well.
Do you ever play games of chance, Tarur?
No. No, I don't.
Yes, he does. Life is a game of chance for him.
I mean, when you put it that way.
Seeing you flustered is kind of cute. I don't usually play games of chance either. I like to know how the cards are stacked. When you're in my business, you don't leave things to chance.
No, you do not.
So, give me an example.
You can increase some of your attributes. You can increase your strength or your wisdom or intelligence.
Now that's all we need is a greater smartass with us.
You could get magical items. You could get money.
What about one of the less fortunate things?
You could lose all of your wealth that are not magical items.
For how long? Could I get them back?
You could re-earn things.
Uh-huh. Well, that's not too bad. What else?
Bad or good.
I mean, more bad examples.
Well, one of the worst ones is you summon an avatar of death, and you must fight against it. If you lose, you lose.
Whoa, hold up. An avatar of death in your cards.
Also, a random person would become hostile to you. You don't
Frankie,
know
you
who.
can't.
But also, you could earn a small keep somewhere in Patchwork.
Ooh, property value. Okay,
Yes.
I get this.
Frankie, you're not serious.
Or someone may choose to join your party and serve you and fight for you.
Oh, I could get used to that.
No, Frankie, please, no.
I think I'm gonna do it. I don't normally do things like this, but I kind of like your style.
What has gotten into you, and where is Frankie?
Tarur, I saw Iana today. Things are a little weird, okay?
Yeah.
Things are
I do like her.
a little weird, and I'm just going to, roll with the weird. This whole day has been strange.
I don't like it.
You don't have to like it, Tarur. It's not your job. Okay, so a thank you card and a job card and something for nowheres.
Yes.
In any order?
Any order, tell me which one first.
All right, so this will be for nowheres. Gain 1 level and 1 wondrous item. Holy crap! Oh, okay.
Very well. Nowheres will gain that.
Dang, okay.
Let me write that down real quick.
Yeah, no, do. Dang. Okay. A wondrous item. I mean, not that I'm not excited about him gaining a level, because I'm very excited about that. He's like charging ahead. But like, okay.
And he begins to shuffle them again. It's not a big deck, so he can't really bridge and arch it very well.
Right.
So he just shuffles them in his dwarvy hands.
Okay.
And Johannes is writing everything down in that neat, almost typewriter-like penmanship of his.
Gotcha.
And Cal is standing behind Johannes, eyes wide. Tarur, make a perception check or insight check on Cal.
10.
You feel like Cal is recognizing this dwarf.
In a way that Frankie and I are not.
Yes.
All right, let's do the thank you.
Very well.
Let's do this one. Gain 1 level and 1. Did you mean for that to be in again? Gain 1 level and 1 wondrous item.
Fascinating.
Oh, okay. Okay. It also says sun on it.
That is the sun card.
That is the sun card. Well, that's very interesting that Norris and I would both get the same thing. I hope I get something more interesting with the next draw.
I mean, there's interesting and there's interesting. I think this is fine. You could stop here. This would be fine.
Since you
To
are
use-
drawing for yourself, that card will not reappear in the deck.
You could stop here. It would be fine. To borrow one of your favorite adjectives, it would be fine to end here.
Tower, it's fine.
See, you literally just used the word.
It's just one more card, all right? Okay. Let's take this one. This is the throne card, and it says gain ownership of a small keep. I just got some property.
And also your proficiency for persuasion doubles. Or your proficiency bonus to persuasion doubles.
Okay. Okay. So, Okay, so Frankie's proficiency bonus is +3.
So it'll be plus
Plus 6.
Is she proficient in?
You bet she is. So
So
that'll be
6.
8. Nice. And I just gained some property. Okay.
Would you like me to choose which property for you?
I mean, what are my options?
All over Patchwork.
Anything?
For the most part. Where would you like it?
Okay, so Tarur, when you think back of that map that we saw and we were looking at places like where we were going,
I mean, yeah, why?
well, because I was thinking it would be kind of nice to have a little place to take like a little mini staycation, in between here and there.
Right. I thought that Ro was gonna take us.
Oh, do you really trust Ro?
Well, I mean, I don't distrust him.
Okay, well, that's more than me. You, do you have a map?
Of course. He claps his hands together, and as he pulls them apart, there is a map.
Right, so we're like right here, right?
You're right here
Like
in the
almost
foothills.
almost right in the middle. And we want to head all the way east, right? To those over here.
Yes, and eventually you'll need to go all the way west.
Is there anything like this looks pretty, like down by this river that goes into this bay here? Is there anything down that direction?
Yes,
I'd like something down there.
very well. I will have something for you shortly.
Nice.
I will meet you back in Keep Rock with it.
Thank you. I didn't catch your name.
I am Samek.
Frankie goes dead still and dead silent. And she feels very foolish because this is normally information she gets very early in the process of doing a job.
Ah, thank you, Johannes. Frankie,
Yeah.
if I could have your signature or
Right.
your seal.
Right. Okay. Signs her name.
And Samek presses his thumb to it, and his seal and his name scrawls around it. This is for you to keep.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Pleasure, Frankie. Now, Cal, I have a proposition for you. Yeah? I would like to hire you as well. Oh, me? Okay. I would like to hire you as Johannes's personal guard. And in return, you will receive my personal blessing. Johannes, please write this down. Yes, sir. Your blessing? Of course. Yeah, I'll do that. What do I have to do? You are Johannes's personal guard. You travel with him and you protect him. He may be in danger again, and you are a man with skill. Right. And Johannes is quickly writing this down as well, and I will relocate the two of you someplace safer, where you will not be found as quickly. Turns back to you, Frankie and Tar. Frankie, Tar. Thank you both for protecting Avatars and helping this world. Until I see you again, good day. He bows. And behind him, Johannes and Cal, the ground swells into a hill. And there's this cave opening. They step into it, and the ground slowly recedes back to how it was, and they are gone.
Whoa, that's like the third Avatar we've met.
Mm-hmm.
You're still upset that you made a deal with one of the gods, aren't you?
Maybe.
I won't tell anyone.
Shut up.
And there you have it. Another episode of K&K Play D&D is in the books. That was Keep Rock episode number 5. 2 new builders showing up and striking deals with the party. Things are starting to get interesting here. Not to mention that Frankie got to play with one of the more polarizing magical items, a deck of many things. Now, I have been waiting to pull this thing out on Karn for so long. She did not disappoint, and she really lucked out on those draws. Now, if any of y'all have any ideas or fun theories as to where where things might be going for Karin's ragtag group of adventurers, you can find us on Facebook and Twitter at K&K Play D&D. We would love to hear your ideas. Hit share, hit like, tell your friends about us because we would love for them to be here with us. Backing tracks can be found at Tabletop Audio. All the other music was written by Karin. And finally, this is the Keith, the first K of K&K Play D&D, signing off. Thanks for listening, and be well.